Hey guys, it's Emma here. So today I'm going to be showing you, doing a tour of Tooley's Boatyard and giving you some history of Banbury and Tooley's historic boatyard. So let's go! Hi, so this is Tooley's Boatyard, and Tooley's Boatyard has been here on site since 1778. So this boatyard became famous when a boater and a writer came in called Rolt, and he wrote books about Tooley's Boatyard, and that's how it made it famous. So Rolt was helped and associated with the inland, helping become the inland waterways and helping restore the canals. So the owner of the Tooley's Boatyard, Matt, he has written a book about the boatyard called Forging Ahead, and you should definitely go and check it out because it's an amazing book. So here at Tooley's there is a dry dock, a workshop, and a forge, and also a really old paint shed. Here at Tooley's, every Saturday morning they do open days, so you can have guided tours or you can just look around and ask volunteers about Tooley's Boatyard. And we had a guided tour and he was absolutely amazing. There are also boat trips you can go on. I'll leave Tooley's Boatyard links in the description box because their boatyard is absolutely awesome, and it's definitely a fun place to go with your family, and it's a great charity to support. So now we're at Tooley's dry dock, and this is one of the oldest dry docks in the country, and it was really cool. So here you can get your boat blacked, repaired or painted, and they black about 100 boats a year. How the dry docks works is if after the water is all in and they have to drain it, in the old days they used to just use gravity to drain it out, and it used to take about like 3 hours, but now they pump it out and it takes about an hour and a half. So this boat here is in for a full paint job, and obviously here you can see the anodes, and that's just to help so if any rust or bits that may like harm the boat, they just stick to the anodes and you can get them replaced every few years. So how they fill the dry dock is there are these 3 planks, and when they want to fill the dry dock they pull out one of the planks and the water starts to come in, and it takes about 2 hours to fill. And then once it's full they remove the other 3 planks and they pull the boat in. So after the boat is in and they've drained the water, they clean the floor. So this is an old steaming machine that was used to bend wood, and it's kind of like spaghetti. When you heat it up, it bends, and that's what they use to make the front of the boat. So here is an old paint shed from the 1950s, and the door was reused from a boat, and that's where they used to clean their brushes, and the paint's probably a few centimeters thick, and there are loads of old paint pots in there that you can't use today, but it's really cool to look at it. So this was an old workshop that they used to make parts for boats in, and as you can see they're all old and they don't use them anymore, but it just looks really cool. This is an old boat, wooden boat called Hardy, and the Tooley's Boatyard is restoring it. And actually the most interesting thing about this is that at the front of the boat, at like the bow, obviously a family used to live on this, so at the front, after your kids are over 12, they have to have their own separate bedrooms. So they had a little, like a really little room that they used to sleep in. And then they would have to like climb in, and it was really small, but yeah, that was the law in those days. So this is an old working boat from the 1940s that used to deliver coal to Banbury. So Tooley's Boatyard found this boat in Braunston and it was sunk, so they refloated it and brought it back to Banbury. with these wooden boats, they maybe leave it sunk sometimes because the wood does better in water. So if they if they brought it up, then the wood would just rot. So they leave these boats sunk sometimes so they can be restored. So they're raising money to restore Hardy, and they're also wanting to soon maybe get some more wooden boats and restore those. So this is an old forge that from 1778, and they used to make horseshoes and other bits for boats. So the horses obviously used to pull boats, so they went through horseshoes pretty quickly. So the forge had to make horseshoes every 4 to 6 weeks for the horses. So that was actually quite a lot of horseshoe making, but they did make other things here. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope you liked learning about Tooley's Boatyard. Tooley's Boatyard is a really interesting boatyard, and you should definitely come and visit if you live in England, and I'll put all their links in the description box. So I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified every time I do a video, and comment down below what you would like to see next. And I also want to apologise for my voice. It's a little croaky today, but yeah, see you later. Bye.